Hole 1. Robin of Locksley. As with the local heroic outlaw that this opening hole is named after, it is not to be underestimated. Whilst this shortish par 4 may appear at first to be tame, it requires a pinpoint tee shot that avoids the trees on the left, to leave a short iron into a green that is obscured by a bunker and creates a false front. Treat this hole with the respect it commands and beware of complacency. Hole 2. Slattery's Grand. Named after multiple European Tour winner Lee Slattery, who won a long drive event on this hole in 2005. Lee goes on record as saying it gave him the confidence to propel his career onto the next level. The players who believe that they can take on the green with their tee shot must beware of the natural funnel created by the trees. This is a birdie opportunity for the stronger players who wish to get off to a fast start. Hole 3. Ron's Watch. This demanding par 4 requires a long straight tee shot to leave a mid to short iron into a small and well-guarded green. With trees on the left and heavy rough on the right, it really is a tough tee shot. Players who hit the fairway will have the best opportunity to control their ball. This green has multiple subtle slopes that must be treated with care. Hole 4. Nearest the pin. At first glance, this hole appears to be a relatively straightforward par 3 that is visually appealing. However, miss the green and your short game will be tested to make par. There are bunkers left and right that will test all levels of player. Make 3 and move on. Hole 5. Feeney's Favourite. European Tour referee Kevin Feeney stood on this tee and was taken by its wonderful framing, hence the name. A well-positioned tee shot leaves a mid to short iron into a two-tiered green, but miss the fairway and par will be a good score. Both good ball striking and a strong mind are required here. Hole 6. Shawshank Redemption. This par 4 requires a well-positioned tee shot. The stronger players must beware not to drive the ball into the bunker in the centre of the fairway, so maybe a fairway wood or long iron is the play. The shot into the green plays shorter than its yardage, due to it being slightly downhill and generally downwind. This small green is guarded by a greenside bunker on the left, which is to be avoided if you want to make par. Hole 7. The Legend of Sensei. This par 3 is regarded as one of the toughest in the county, especially from the back tee. Some even call it a drivable par 4. With greenside bunkers left and right, not only is this demanding in terms of yardage, it is also heavily guarded. This is a potential card wrecker, beware. Bogey is not the worst result for any player. Hole 8. Threshold. The name of this hole is derived from its position in relation to the hall, especially the bar. This lengthy par 4 requires a strong tee shot to leave a medium or short iron into a green that slopes severely left to right and front to back. Avoid the greenside bunker at all costs, as there is a demanding up and down from there. Beware of the slopes on the green. Par is a good score for all on this hole. Hole 9. Bounce back ability. Positioned in the middle of the round, this drivable for some par 4 is an excellent opportunity to make a birdie or even an eagle. For those players choosing to lay up short of the water with their tee shot, make sure you take enough club to leave you in range to attack the pin with your approach. Do not underestimate this hole, as what can start off as a chance to make shots back can soon finish in a dropped shot or worse. Hole 10. Windmill Hill. Named after the windmill footings that still reside on the hill over on the right-hand side of this hole, this once again requires a strong and well-positioned tee shot. For the stronger players who decide to take on the carry of Windmill Hill, choose your line wisely, as the penal rough can undo inaccuracy. For those players who don't take the tiger line hitting the fairway, is a premium to then be able to control your ball into a green that slopes away from the player, front to back. Be careful with the subtle slopes on this putting surface. Hole 11, North Park. With out of bounds running up the length of the left-hand side of this demanding par 5, it will test even the strongest of ball strikers. Both distance and accuracy are required with the tee shot, and then it's decision time if you are in a good position. Beware of the rough, as it will eat your ball at the first opportunity. Choosing the angle of which you attack the pin is vital, a real test from start to finish. Hole 12, Gerald Burke. This slight left to right dogleg requires a well-struck tee shot to get a full view of the green. However, tee shots in excess of 250 yards may run out of fairway into the rough. If the fairway bunker is found with your tee shot, then the big tree on the right will obscure your pathway towards the green. Clean shots are required to give you a chance of a good score on this hole. Hole 13, Colonel's Test. This short par 3 requires a well-judged tee shot to find the putting surface. Any miscues, bad thoughts or decisions may end up in the drink. 3 is a good score for all players on this hole. Hole 14, Albert Edward. One of the finest holes on the course, which requires a tee shot that passes the big tree on the left and avoids the mounds on the right, to allow you access to this green that is guarded by a water hazard that sits in front of the green. For those tee shots that don't tick the boxes, a layup is likely to be your second shot. This green has severe undulations that will test your green reading skills. This hole commands respect from tee to green and beyond. Hole 15, Sam's Nemesis. This short par 4 is not to be underestimated, as it plays slightly uphill and generally into the wind. With a fairway that slopes considerably from left to right, it is important to find it with your tee shot. Beware of out of bounds left. The green is small and has some severe slopes on it, so be careful. The hole is named after Euro Pro Tour player Sam Pigott, who stood on this tee with the lead in 2001 and left the green looking to book a taxi. Hole 16, Daly. Named after two-time major winner and golf legend John Daly. This right-to-left dogleg requires a very accurate tee shot, regardless of how much of the dogleg you choose to take on. The fairway is cambered left and right, which effectively makes it a smaller target, as the ball will run off into semi or primary rough. This green slopes from front to back, so once again hitting the fairway will give you a better chance of controlling your ball into the green. Hole 17, Schwartzel. Named after the 2011 Masters champion who played here at Owston Hall on the Euro Pro Tour in 2002, this par 3 can really bare its teeth. When played from the white tees to a back pin position, this will test even the strongest of ball strikers. The narrow green is guarded by bunkers left and right, and whilst the green seems at first impression to be flat, it has lots of subtle breaks to test your green reading skills. Hole 18, Oosthuizen. Named after the 2010 Open champion, who also played here at Owston Hall on the Euro Pro Tour in 2002, this par 5 is an opportunity for the stronger ball strikers to finish in style, as it is reachable in 2 shots. For those who don't possess that explosive power, 2 well-struck and well-positioned shots will give you the chance to attack the pin.